Short sequences this week. Today's is a goddess flow, about 10 minutes, so if you've only got a little bit of time it's ideal, or if you've got more time you could probably pick up on some of the shorter ones and link them all together, or even just do a few sun salutations at the beginning of the flow and maybe some deep stretches at the end, and that will make up a really nice class. So we're going to come around into our child's pose. We're quite quickly into the sequence, so our warm-up really will be some cat and then a half sun salutation. So easy in your child's pose, it's nice easy feel through your shoulders, and maybe just a little rock side to side, just to clear your mind of what's going on in your day, to connect to your breath and how your body feels this morning. Coming up onto your knees and hands and just finding the top of your cat. Feel that really gorgeous stretch across the top of your back, and then into your cow pose, and just warm to these back bends. So we're just moving in and out of our inhale and exhale, and our cat and our cow pose, just to get just a little bit of flexibility and elastic into our back. And let's take downward facing dog from there. Let's sort of find our attention to our hamstrings. Maybe that sway of the hips, so you bring in your hips, how your sides are stretching, a little sway side to side. You can do loads more of these as well if you want to, but for now we're just going to walk our feet to the top of the mat. Hands come into your shin bones halfway with your spine, and then hands to your mat, and I would say maybe quite a good knee bend here. Taking a breath in, sweeping the arms up, pressing the palms together and taking a side stretch to your right side. And then centre and to your left side, and feel your hips pushing in the opposite direction. One more time over to your first side, and then over to your other side. From there we take a standing up cat stretch, round your back, bend your knees, arms wrap around your calves, face is looking at your shins, hands to your shins, halfway with your spine, forward fold, exhale. Arms reaching all the way up, coming into chair pose, bringing your left elbow to the outside of your right knee as you twist. And it doesn't really matter if your elbow doesn't quite hook, we're just offering a twist, other way. Linking that breath to that twisting movement, back to your first side. And then inhale and back to your second side. And then as you come up, let's add just a tiny little back bend to that. And hands come into Namaste. Stepping your feet out wide, feet are going to turn out to the two corners of the mat. And let's find our first goddess pose. So just warm into it gradually, feel it, adjust it so it feels good. Easy with your shoulders. We're going to bring our left elbow to our thigh, straighten our right leg, and take a side stretch over. And then we're going to change sides, straighten our left leg. But then we're going to get this movement going nice and relaxed. I use the word fluid here. Nice and fluid through your legs. One bends, one straightens. And the sides of the body feeling long. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's do one more each side. And then come back into your goddess pose. Exhale. I'm going to straighten our legs, turn your feet to face the long line of your mat. Tip halfway, right hand to mat, left arm lifts to the ceiling. We're twisting, anchoring into both legs, wrapping that left arm behind your back, and if you can, bringing your right hand to your ankle or calf and twisting you in towards your leg. Don't force you to your leg. So I'm going to give you the offer to take your left arm to the ceiling, and maybe one or two, or maybe all of you, your right elbow can rest on the mat there. And then come back to your prayer hands, your tabletop. Bring your left hand to the mat, your right hand to the ceiling as we twist. Going to bind that arm behind the back. Bring your left hand to your ankle or your calf and breathe out as you twist closer to that shin bone. Think left ribs to shin bones maybe. Taking your right arm up and then coming back to your prayer hands. Slowly coming up from there, turning your feet out to the two corners of your mat, coming back into your goddess pose. Let's move with our breath. Straighten the legs, feet turn in, tip halfway. Right hand to mat, left hand to ceiling. Left hand to mat, right hand to ceiling. Again, inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. So we finish with both hands on the mat and we brought our hands to prayer. Now this time from our tabletop spine, we're going to strengthen into the back. So we're going to take the arms out wide like wings and we're going to reach the arms forward and just see if we can hover with those arms resting close to our ears and your weight feeling forward rather than heavy in your heels. Bringing your palms together and your hands back to your chest. Let's do that once with the breath. Arms out wide like wings. Arms extend. Palms to heart. Ooh, one more. Arms out wide. Arms extend. Hands to heart. Come all the way up. Turn your feet out. Come back to your goddess. So this time we're going to turn your right foot out a little bit more. Straighten your left leg and pivot your heel out and come into warrior two. From your warrior two, we're going to bring side angle. Right arm to thigh, left arm to ceiling. If you're feeling flexible and warmed up, bring your hand to the mat. And if you want to extend that, bring your arm all the way over to the side of your head there. Feeling that your diagonal line from your foot to your fingertips is high reaching and long. And that the underneath waist, your right waist, feels in control, scooped and lifted. Come back to your warrior two. Turn your feet out. Come back to your goddess. Straighten your legs, feet turn forwards, tip halfway. Right hand to mat, left arm to ceiling, we twist. Left hand to mat, right hand to ceiling, we twist. One more, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Hands to mat, hands to heart. Reach the arms out wide to the side. Bring the arms forward, palms pressing. Bring the hands back under the chest as we lift. Feet turn out, goddess pose. Left foot turns out, right leg straightens, come into warrior two. Resting your arm to your thigh, your right arm to ceiling. And if you want to go deeper, your hand comes to the mat and your right arm extends. Feeling as strong, as deep, as amazing in this side as you did in the first side. Using your left arm to keep that knee back slightly and using your oblique strength to keep you lifted and still. Come back to your warrior two. Come back to your goddess pose. Keep the legs in goddess. Let's get that side to side movement going again. Bringing your arm to your thigh. Sweeping your other arm over your head. Make it nice and freestyle. Bring that word fluid back into your attention. One more to the back. This time as you reach over to this side, turn to face the top and step back to downward facing dog. Come forward to your plank, lower your knees and sit back to your child's pose. Exhale. So you can either stay there while I ramble on at you, or you can come up with me to a seated. So really short sequence, I love that sequence. We'll do some more tomorrow or shortly, so you can start to add a little bit of a patchwork of poses and sequences and make up your own sequence as the week goes on. Anyway, have a lovely afternoon and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. I'm talking too much as always. So take a breath with me and hands into your chest. Namaste. Have a lovely day.